Good morning, brothers. Craig James here from MasculineByDesign.com, on Twitter at MasculineDesign. I want to talk to you this morning about the need for a man to confront things quickly. You know, we have a tendency as humans, not just men, to kick things down the road, to not take right action in the moment, and then keep lying to ourselves about why what we did was okay, about why we don't need to confront something, because it is uncomfortable to confront things. It's uncomfortable to confront people when they wrong us. Maybe they slip a word into the conversation you're having that points to some underlying malice they might have towards you, and you just let it go by. You don't call it out or ask what they might mean by that word. And your employer at work maybe owes you a bonus or has promised you a promotion or a raise, and they're not making good on that, but you don't bring it up because you don't want to rock the boat. When your wife or your children are failing to meet the expectations that you've set for them in the home, in the direction that you've charted for your family, all of these things are very easy to ignore and convenient to ignore. Like I said, it's hard to have these conversations. They can be uncomfortable. They can do damage to a relationship if not handled correctly. But they will always do damage to the way that we view ourselves as men, to the value that we hold for ourselves as men, if we do not confront these things that are facing us. What does it say about how you view yourself as a man if you do not confront somebody when they wrong you? It says that you don't feel that you're worth it. It says that you are a man who accepts being lied to, who accepts being mistreated, who accepts being abused, who accepts piss poor standards. That is not the life of an excellent man. That is not the life that we need to be striving to live. A lot of these things can seem very innocent, men. Can seem like they're not a big deal. But every small compromise that we make in life as men make the next small compromise that much easier to make. I didn't confront my boss over that raise that he said he was going to give me. And now he's cutting back my vacation without any reason. And I'm not going to confront him on that either. And before long, you're in a position where all these small little compromises have led to you being perpetually discontent with your situation. We must learn to stand up for ourselves, men, and we must learn to do that quickly. And it's not just in our relationships with others. It's also in the way that we treat ourselves and the discipline that we apply in our lives on a day-to-day basis. What does it say about you if you are feeding your body like crap and eating tons of calories every day, knowing that that is a poor decision? Knowing that's a poor decision. Knowing that that's not in alignment with your goals. What does that say about you? It says that you believe yourself to be a man who is not worthy of having a fit and healthy body, who is not worthy of living true to yourself and your desires. Your deepest desires, I should say. Yeah, eating all that sugary processed junk, that's a desire. It's a very short-lived pleasure, one that sacrifices much greater desires in the future. What does that say about you? That you're a man who is willing to forego greater pleasures in life, greater value in life, in order for a quick hit of short-term, momentary pleasure. When we find ourselves sliding in life, man, we need to take the reins and steer ourselves back on the right path of living out a life that is exemplary, a life that is in alignment with who we truly desire to be as men. you find yourself starting to eat poorly, right the ship quickly. Confront that. Don't continue to push that, kick that can down the road. Well, I ate poorly today, and it's Wednesday. I'll go ahead and just eat like crap for the rest of the week. Eat whatever I want. Load my body full of junk and toxins. And I'll get back on the track on Monday. No, you confront it quickly. By the time Monday rolls around, you've just developed a bad habit in your life that is going to be much harder to kick. Confront it quickly. If you find yourself not leading in the home, if your kids are failing to uphold the standard that you set for them, you don't kick that can down the road either. You confront it head on. You let them know where they're failing, just like you do in a place of business. When we are leading others, we must set expectations and we must hold others accountable to those expectations. A boundary that is not enforced may as well not exist. It is no boundary at all. If you're not going to enforce the boundaries and the expectations that you put in place for those under your leadership, you're a failure as a leader. And those who are underneath your leadership are going to quickly learn that the expectations you set mean nothing because you are not willing to enforce the boundaries that are set around those expectations when they are crossed. Some of you who watch this are going to be convicted by this. I know because I see men in my daily life who are failing to confront the issues that are facing them, things that are digging at them, things that are beckoning them within their soul that they need to take control over, that they need to confront. But because that perception is that it's so much easier to just let it be and to not rock the boat, they continue letting that erode away at their soul instead of standing up for what they know is the right thing to do, is right action, and quelling that nagging at their conscience and getting the results that they desire out of life. Why do you think we see all these men walking around anxious and discontent, unhappy because they're not getting the life that they want? They're not earning the life that they want. They're not confronting the things that are keeping them from having the life that they desire. May it not be so for those who follow me. I hope that this video admonishes those of you who find yourself in that situation to take control, confront the things that are keeping you from being the man that you want to be, and start actualizing the life that you desire. If you enjoyed this video, men, please do me a favor, share it on social media so that other men can hear this message, men who need this message. The message of masculine living, the message of personal responsibility and leadership is not one that is being propagated nearly as much as the victimhood mentality that is so prevalent in our culture today. We need this message to get out there. Please share it on social media. If you enjoy these videos, make sure you subscribe. Just hit the button there down below. That way you'll be notified as I produce new videos. Sign up for my newsletter by going to masculinebydesign.com/newsletter. I share intimate details about the way that I'm living, the way that I'm leading in that newsletter. I don't bombard your inbox, usually a couple of emails a week. I'm working on one right now that talks about the principle of honesty and how confronting dishonesty is something that every man needs to be comfortable doing. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Masculine Design. That's where I interact with my followers most prevalently on social media. And if you are looking to join a group of masculine men who are committed to confronting the ills in their life, the problems that have arisen at their own hands, you want to check out what we are doing inside of the Fraternity of Excellence by going to fraternityofexcellence.com. Check that out. If you have any questions, just hit me up in my DMs on Twitter. I'll be happy to answer them for you. And if you decide to join, look forward to interacting with you inside. That's it for today, man. Until next time, this is Craig James. I'm out.